Next one is call it as patent. What is patent? Patent is nothing but it is a special right to the discoverer. That is call it as patent. Simply we say special right is nothing but patent is nothing but documentation. Discoverer or inventor that has been granted by the government through legal way for trading new articles. With the help of government only, we have to get a documentation and we have to get a patent, and afterwards that a plant, that secondary metabolites or commercial product that can be able to trading for the new article. Then a patent is a personal property. Yes, patenting right is one of the personal property which can be licensed or sold by the person or organization just like any other property. The person only, those who are licensed, that person they have the rights to sold, change everything. Then patent terms give the inventor the rights to exclude others from making, using, or selling his invention. Patent terms give the inventor the rights to exclude other from using, making, or selling his invention. Then these are the some of the patent rights. Then next one is called it as biosafety. The name itself you know, bio refers to biological, safety refers to safety. That is one of the branch of advanced biotechnology. It is a branch of advanced biotechnology and their applications are mostly associated with some controversy also, because major part of the modern biotechnology that can be able to deals with the genetic manipulation, because major part of the modern biotechnology deals with genetic manipulation. Then ELSI. The ELSI is nothing but ethical, legal, and social implications of biotechnology. Broadly covers the relationship between biotechnology and society with a particular reference to ethical and legal aspect. The biosafety and bioethics, that is nothing but ethical, legal, and social implications of biotechnology, because that can be able to related with the biotechnology and the society. Here how the biosafety that can be able to use. Biosafety is nothing but is the prevention of large scale loss of biological integrity, focusing both on ecology and human health. Simply we say biosafety is nothing but to prevent the large scale loss of biological diversity. For example, deforestation, cutting off more number of trees, that is in a large scale loss, means it is loss of ecology as well as human health also, because we want to cut the trees or we have to degrade the forest, means pollution that can be able to increases, at the same time the human that can be able to affected. Then these prevention mechanism include conduction of regular reviews of the biosafety in laboratory settings as well as strict guidelines to follow. We want to follow the biosafety in a strict manner, especially in the ecological manner as well as in a laboratory settings also. Biosafety is used to protect from harmful incidents. Yes, of course. We want to avoid the large scale loss of biodiversity means it is not harmful for the human survival. Otherwise, it is a very big harmful incident. Or in our day-to-day life, we have to follow a many biosafety aspects, especially in laboratories, especially radiation laboratories. Many laboratories handling biohazards employed an ongoing risk management assessment and enforcement process for biosafety. Yes, radioactive waste that can be able to handled with the help of microorganism means that is call it as a biosafety. For example, the some of the radioactive substances that can be able to degraded by the microorganism, we have to handle this, that is call it as a biosafety. Failures to follow such protocols can lead to increased risk of exposure to biohazards or pathogen. We must or we should follow the biosafety. Otherwise, it is the failure for our survival. That is called it as a failure to protocol can lead to increased risk to exposure to biohazard or pathogens. Then human error and poor technique contributes to unnecessary exposure to hazard and comprise the best safeguards set into place for protection. For example, human error, based on their human error only, the hazardous are very risk, and poor techniques contribute unnecessary exposure to hazard and comprise the best safeguard sets into place for protection. I will give one simple example for biosafety. For example, in our waterway, especially in a sea or a ocean, that can be able to polluted with the help of transportation of crude oil. Sometimes that play a major pollution and major cause for the aquatic animals, especially sea animals. That can be how we can safeguard means with the help of some of the microorganism, especially Pseudomonas putida, that is otherwise call it as superbug, that can be able to cultivated in the sea. With the help of artificial condition, we want to cultured that Pseudomonas. After it can be able to inoculated in a seashore area. Then that super bug, that is Pseudomonas putida, that can be able to engulf that crude oil, that is useful for the aquatic animals as well as human health also, because that crude oil that can be easily affected by the aquatic organism, then it can reach the aquatic organism through the food chain, it can be able to reach the human, then it can be able to affected the human health also. It is one of the example for the biosafety. That biosafety examples are not in your book, but these are the some of the examples. We have to avoid the cutting of trees. That is prevention of large scale loss of bio integrity. That biological integrity is nothing but diversity. That way we want to safeguard the biodiversity. In many examples are there. For example, pollution, radioactive waste management, then water bodies pollution management, etc. that can be able to use with the help of microorganism, then only it is called it as a biosafety. It can be comes under the biosafety.